Maintain the stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid get older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Rather get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get low. He ain't 4PF, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket out promotion. Shout out Switch and Sweet and keep me rolling. But if we get the op, we gotta roll. Ride around with Drake, like we OVO. I got some rats and I want some. Still got them cats in the hood, call it give and go. Keep a nigga, man, bitch in the figure four. Let me fuck when I want, I just come and go. Man, these rap get too deep for these skinny clothes. I might put me in him in some picture boat. They look bro, hit this nigga's like getting low. I spent time on the racks on the Lambo and didn't even know how to make them motherfuckers go. On my birthday, I just wanna look at those. Barely keep but don't play with me, period. Jesus follow behind in the years. Been working, I feel like a tourist. I'm the one from the bottom who sold out my partner, the promise to drive the period. Oh, he ain't know. I fuck with lies and I'm gonna bust. You can't put on it.
Whoop. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? Just give me 1 second. I'm just looking for something real quick. I ain't been on live for a minute, but too much was coming out today. I had to go on live and react to everything with y'all. I had to, man. Definitely had to. I know a lot of people, a lot of Dolphin content creators are alive right now. I ain't wanna interrupt what them boys doing, but all we doing is reacting to everything that Odell had to say. Tua, Marvin Harrison Jr. Our next opponent is the Bills. Man, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna win that one. I don't think we're gonna win that one right there. I do not think so, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Tua, he dyed his hair orange today, from what I'm seeing. Orange. So I don't know what Tua got going on. He trying to do what Joe Burrow doing. I don't know. Y'all let me know. We 2-5 and you over there coloring your hair. That boy turned blonde for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why, man. But before I get into this, let me show y'all the website. Y'all go get y'all merch. DGmerchandise.com. We got every NFL team. We got Dolphin Gang, Athletic, Dolphin Gang University. We got the Ravens. We got the Bears. Let me show y'all my favorite one. I think it's on 3. My favorite one is these. We got the Lakers gang. I think I got the Lakers gang here. I think so. You see? We got the Lakers. Dolphins. That we got the Dolphins too on the website. We definitely got the Dolphins. Let me check that out real quick for y'all. Definitely got the Dolphins. Hasn't been added yet, man. They messed this up on the website. Hold on real quick. Yeah, there go the Dolphin one. Dolphin Gang Athletic. We got white. We got black. I gotta order mines and then take pictures with it, and then boom, that's it from there. So y'all go get y'all merch, man. Y'all go get y'all merch. Y'all know these fire. I'm not even gonna lie. These are definitely fire. We got the Dolphin Gang Athletic. We got the regular ones without the orange if y'all want that. Dolphin Gang University. We got everything for y'all, man. Everything. Thank you, Sabrina. I appreciate that. I am back. Life be life and sometimes, but I'm never gonna stop this YouTube thing. I'm never gonna stop. It'd be too hard for me to stop this. It'd be too hard. Let's react to what Odell had to say today. This just came out. Just came out. Let me see.
Person who's chasing me. Yeah, I mean, it's, still run 20 miles an hour. I still run faster than the person who's chasing me. It just hasn't been the most opportunities, like I said, coming here, we got two guys who are getting paid $30 million. And it's how can I help and assist and find my way in. And I think as a team, we're just establishing who we are, what's going to be our identity. And I played football long enough to know.
Yeah, it's taking too long. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's taking too long, man. We 2-5 right now. Y'all boys need to wake up, man. Wake up. We got the Buffalo Bills. I think we're gonna lose, but we shouldn't lose. We already lost to the Moors already. We're gonna get swept by the Buffalo Bills, even though we signed Mike McDaniel to a contract extension. We signed Tua to an extension. We signed Hill to an extension. Waddle. We still losing to the Buffalo Bills, bro. We gotta clean house after that. If we lose, we gotta clean house. I'm sorry. I love this team, but we gotta clean house. Then right after that, we got the Rams. They got Cooper Kupp back. They got Puka Nakua. So that's gonna be another tough one. After that, we got an easy game. Then it gets hard again. So hey, this is on the Dolphins, man. This is on y'all.
Know that a 2-5 team could be 6-1. It's always 1 to 2 possessions in a game that determine the whole outcome of a game. So again, it's about having a sense of urgency. It's not like anything's over with. It's just about making those corrections and changing it, because at the end of the day, 10 games are going to be played. What your record's going to be is ultimately on you. But those games are going to get played. They're scheduled every Sunday. We fly here or they fly here, whatever it is, they're going to get played. It's just about what are we going to do with those last 10 games that'll determine the outcome of the season.
In the open portion of practice, you looked healthy and explosive. Do you feel healthy and explosive right now?
Yeah, I am. It's crazy because I now don't take it, not to say I ever did, but I definitely don't take it for granted. I've been through probably more than you couldn't name a star receiver who's been through, what I've been through as far as injuries and situation. Like, you just can't, And
hey, Stephon Diggs. I think he tore his ACL twice, just like Odell. I think so.
And as far as how I feel in my body, like today was supposed to be a light day, and I was out there pushing it. You know what I mean? I was out there trying to find something to get better at. I feel good. I don't ever want to take that for granted again, even when it's difficult. Like, people always talk about receivers, and they're like, oh, the divas and all that they say, and it's like a receiver is the most
that boy cussing in the press conference
person on the field.
That boy, he hot.
You got to wait on. First of all, you got to wait for it to be a pass play. You got to wait for the O-line to block and protect. You got to wait for the quarterback to throw you the ball. There's nothing that's really in your control. You could be open 10 times in a game and never get the ball, and get thrown to you once. And, that might have been your only opportunity. So, honestly, as much as people talk about receivers,
but if you open, throw him the ball. Throw him the ball, man. Odell, he looked okay out there based off the routes I seen him running. He looked okay, not too bad. But we just ain't seen him with the ball, so we don't know what Odell really is yet. 2 games in, we don't know what Odell is yet. Like, come on, man, it's taking too long. Taking way too long. People want us to run the ball more, but y'all forgot we got Odell. We got Waddle, we got Hill, we got a lot of mouths to feed. So maybe the coach is like confused in regards to who needs to get the most rushes or who needs to get the most targets. Maybe that's the issue, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Sabrina said McDaniel needs to go. Those other teams figured his play calling out, most definitely. Even the bad teams like the Cardinals. Cardinals got no star defensive player other than Buda Baker. And we made them boys look like they had top 10 defense out there, to be honest. Even though we scored, it ain't really seemed like we had a good offensive day. Other than A-Chain and then Raheem Mostert, he ran the ball in twice. That's it. Other than that, we was dinking and dunking, hoping that we could get yards off of whatever we can get. It seemed like the coach is scared to throw deep with Tua. He's scared.
They really are some of the most selfless people on the field, and that's why it's so crucial. It's like we only get 1 hour a week. Those 5 chances is all I'm going to have, or however many chances you get into the next week. So, yeah, I don't really remember what the question was, but, I do feel good. It's just about finding how I could best serve my teammates and this team.
In a strange coincidence, it's been exactly 11 offensive snaps for you in each of the 3 games. Has Mike told you if he wants to leave you in more as you get more into action?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously sure he does. That's why he brought me here. Again, I think a lot of it has to do with this team trying to establish, which happens in a lot of other places, unless you've had a team that's been together. You look at Kansas City; they've won 2 Super Bowls. The team's been doing that, for a long time. We've gotten new guys in here. There's so many guys who you can get the ball to. There's 3 running backs, there's 3 receivers, there's tight end. There's only one football. So just trying to establish who we are as a team. But the time is
Sometimes having too much people to feed is a problem. It's way easier when you have 1 or 2 people. Unless you like that person that could provide and you could feed all those people evenly. Only elite quarterbacks could do that. With Tua, I don't know if he's doing everything that he's doing without Tyreek. I don't think so.
now. And like I said, I've played long enough to see how seasons go, to watch. It's really all about when you catch fire. I remember a Green Bay team years ago that was talking about they got to win out, and I think they got all the way down to the last game and lost it. And it's just about making a run at the right time. You're all coming together, because just the same way this season can go to, like, it can, you could be sitting here looking at going to the playoffs and a team that's on fire. This happened when I was in LA. I got there, lost the entire month of November, won 5 straight, lost the last game, let San Francisco in, won 4 straight. Like, it's just about when you catch fire. I know we're all waiting. I know how it is for fans as far as being impatient, but like within this building, we come to work every single day. We put our best foot forward, and unfortunately, we've came up short on the results.
I don't know if you've ever been on the short end of a rivalry, but the Dolphins, they've lost like 12 out of 13 to Buffalo. And I wonder, from your experience, can it at times almost become as mental as physical? Or is it really just they have good players, it's bad matchups, they're the dominant team right now?
They have good well, I was in LA, and I joked with my teammates because the first game I got there, lost to San Francisco Monday night game. They were like, man, we're 0-6 against them. Or that was 0-5 at the time. And then we lost the very last game of the season. And I didn't know if I was going to be coming back or whatnot, but I joked with my teammates. I was like, either we're going to be 1-6 against them this year, or y'all are going to be 0-7. You know what I mean? It's like, I've been on the short end of the rivalry. I was in New York when didn't beat Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what it's like to be the little brother or whatever, but it's just about putting your foot down, having that mentality that, there is no more. This is a Bills team that's been to the playoffs since Josh Allen has been there. AFC Championship over and over and over. They're obviously a very good team. But
what about us? What about us? With all the talent that we got to be on that level too. We got to be, but we not.
Just about finding ways to overcome that hurdle and that obstacle. Like I say, one of the best feelings was losing 6 games in a row to San Francisco over the 3 years and playing them in the NFC Championship and beating them and going to the Super Bowl and winning it. So I definitely know what it's like to be on the short end of a rivalry, but I think everybody around here is tired of it. And everybody's got to come to work with that mentality that, this is the most important game of our season.
Man, he just trying to make that seem like he's sweet. That's what he trying to do. Hey, I'm not hating on none of the players. I respect them. If you're a Miami Dolphin, I respect you. But, people on social media, they be going crazy on these players, man. I can't do that. I know someone gonna be watching. I know it, definitely. What I'm gonna watch next? I don't even see it here. Trying to find that video. We're gonna react to Tua next.
Contracts, proven demand, and massive.
Man, y'all see this right here? Y'all see this right here, man. There go QB1. That's all I gotta say. So
doing something different with the hair?
My coaching career is over, so came back to playing football.
Crazy, man.
You were color in Alabama at one point, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So not a first time.
Was there an impetus or reason for the color?
Nah.
Okay, yeah.
Just did it.
So awkward.
Well, what do you take from Sunday's improvement in the offense in your first game back and take it into the Buffalo week to build on?
Yeah, I think we can continue to build on the possessions that we had and on the number of possessions that we had, what we could have done to stay on the field, you know, to give us chances to score points or put points on the board, whether that's a field goal or getting into the end zone. I think that's something we can build off of.
What's it like to come back? You're trying to get your feet wet, and you return to a situation where the team is already in a deep hole and trying to bring itself up so early in the season.
You just got to work through all of that. Sometimes that's just the cards that you're dealt with as a team. It's not an issue for me. It's an issue for us as a team. Like, that's how we win games. I can't go play defense. Jalen Ramsey can't come play offense. Like, that's just how it works, right?
I wouldn't say all that, no. I wouldn't say all that. I wouldn't mind seeing Ramsey at receiver. I wouldn't mind that. You know, Ramsey, he seemed like he's slowing down that cornerback right now. That's what it seemed like.
So this is the cards that we're dealt with. We got to stick together as a team. We got to just continue to grow stronger, stay in the film room, communicate with our guys. I don't think anything's over until it's actually over. So I believe we still have a shot and we can still do it. So it starts this week against Buffalo, against a really good team. And see you guys Sunday with it.
What lessons did you learn from that 2021 season where you guys won 8 of the final 9 games after starting 1-7?
Worrying about your job and what you have to do. I know that sounds cliche.
Yeah, we've been through this before, but this feels different because when we were going through it, we didn't have the talent that we have now. You know, as of right now, there's no excuses as to why we have the record that we have now. Back then, you know, there was some reasoning in regards to that. You know, the team wasn't like fully set up to the point where it is right now with all of the talent that we have. Ramsey, Chubb, Chubb not even playing. You know, Tyreek, Waddle, A-Chain now. So we didn't have the boys back then. Now we do. So there's no excuses as to why we have a losing record. You know, at least like 4-4 or 3-3. Like, I'm straight with that. But 2-5, like, come on, man, that's ridiculous right there. Ridiculous. You probably spent like $1 billion this offseason on these players. Probably $1 billion. I don't know. I'm just giving y'all an estimate. You know, but at the same time, Chris Greer, I know he's feeling bad right now. I know he's feeling bad. But we're going to see what happens after this season. You know, these next 2 games are crucial. Rams and the Bills. You know, if you can't beat those 2 teams, we might as well give up on the season and tank. We might as well.
Okay, but that's exactly what we did. It's like, all right, I'm so worried about the defense giving up touchdowns, defense saying to the offense, like, we're tired of you guys not putting enough touchdowns on the board and things like that. Well, if we just focus on what we have to do and worry about ourselves and worry about our jobs and what we got to do, like, the game is hard as it is. So that's all we got to do, and just go out there and play. Trust the guy that you're playing with. And if the ball falls into the, you know, into our hands and that's how the game's going to go, that's how the game goes.
You're 1-7 against the Bills. Do you take anything?
Yeah, let them know. 1-7. Let them know. Let them know.
Those games and apply into this one, and hopefully try to snap those 3-game losing streak already against them, or reflecting back on that.
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, all in all, you got to find a way to beat them, regardless of what that looks like. And that's what, throughout those 8 times that I've played them and the 7 that we've lost, that's just been the recipe for it. We just couldn't find a way to do that. So here's another opportunity for us to do that.
What comes to mind when you think of playing
Take
in that
advantage.
stadium, specifically in Buffalo?
Nice. I mean, it's nice. It's loud. Hostile environment. I think that's sort of what you want as a team. You go in there knowing it's going to be hostile, and you just love when you're able to do good as a team, as a unit, and be able to quiet those guys down. You know, you love to do that as a team.
So they obviously play a lot of too high, too deep safety, but a lot of teams do now. What about their style is different from your time?
Well, I think when you look at the film against us, they do that more against us than they do any other team that we've seen on film.
Because of Tyreek and Waddle, two of the fastest players in the whole league. That's why.
And they have multiple things that they do out of that too high with how they run it against us as well. So we're looking to have some answers for what they've been showing us over the past couple of years.
Part of that.
Y'all better have some answers. Y'all better.
So you get River back. How do you look out there today?
It's my man.
How excited are you to have that guy?
The Great White Hope, River.
He acting like he Tyreek.
Yeah, it's my man. I'm excited, man. Not just me, but a lot of the guys on offense as well.
So as one of the leaders in the locker room, in the National Football League, things can change drastically for any team. What's the energy that you think that you are trying to give to your teammates? Like, hey, it's not over. There's still plenty of football left, but, kind of keep the message of positivity, I guess that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I would say positivity is definitely a thing that's being portrayed from my leadership still, but it's also not being blind to what we know is stopping us from getting to where we want to go. And that's in all three phases of our game, special teams, offense, and defense. We've had a lot of conversations about that before I even came back, 5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and we've been continuing to have these conversations. And the thing that, can become very discouraging is the message starts to sound redundant, and it's like, man, this is the same thing we're hearing.
Exactly.
But it's also, what are we going to do about it? Screw the message. Like, what are we going to do about it, as a locker room, as a group of guys? And how do we want to change what that looks like this Sunday?
Like, if you keep on telling me the same thing and I don't see no results, I'm not going to believe you no more. I'm not going to believe you, man. So I see what Tua talking about right here. I do.
How does the messaging change versus game one versus Buffalo and coming into game two?
I would say it doesn't change. I would say if you look back at the way we played Buffalo earlier in the year, three turnovers, you can't do that. Like, you just can't do that. And I'm just speaking from an offensive perspective. Can't worry about what the defense does. They're going to do what they do. Like, we got to eliminate turnovers, eliminate takeaways in that sense. We got to stay ahead of the sticks, take what they give us. And if it's a 16-play drive and we get points on the board, we're okay with that. And we're willing to do that. And this team is, you got to go battle them out for 60 minutes. That's what these kind of games are.
Mishandle snaps, what can be done there? Is it as simple as just catching the ball, which you mentioned about the one from a shotgun, but we also didn't get to ask you about the one under center that occurred too.
Sure, it's as simple as catching the ball in the gun, but I would say I'm a pretty good shortstop guy. I have pretty good vision. I have pretty good hands.
Hey, you ain't
I'd
sure
like
as
to
that.
see a lot of other people go
You
in the
ain't
back
sure as
there and
that.
try to catch that ball too. You've seen it wasn't Brew's best, and Brew knows he can get it better, but it wasn't my best as well. But I'm just saying, to give perspective,
went right through your hands.
It's not as easy as what it looked like.
That low-key lost us the game, bro. That's 2 points, bro. We lost by 1 point. 1 point. If Tua had caught that, threw it away, we probably would have won this game. To be honest, probably would have won.
And down on your couch eating chips.
And the under center one?
The under center one, that was just my fault. Yep.
You mentioned earlier about some of the recurring themes of that things that need to be corrected. What are one or two of the biggest things?
I'm not going to tell anybody that. I think that stays within what we're trying to work on, what we're trying to do. And when it shows up on Sunday, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I understand that. Like, if he talk about it right here, the Buffalo Bills, if they're watching this, they're going to peep what he is saying, in regards to what he was working on, and they're going to try to use that to their advantage. So it makes sense. Makes sense.
A lot of the games that you played against Buffalo, you've suffered some pretty big injuries. Have that entered the
He not lying, though. I'm not even going to lie. Omar not lying.
Time you play them, something happens.
Nah. I'm a football player. Go out there. If you have any of those thoughts, I think it's like, I think that's when it's time to call it, man. So
Mhm.
go out there, just enjoy it.
Hey, if it
Enjoy
happens
being out there,
again,
enjoy that.
if it happens again against the Buffalo Bills, bro, it's over, man. It is over. I promise you, bro.
opportunity.
Promise.
I love it. I just love football and being out there with our guys. But nothing's better than getting a win. And we're looking for our first win in however long over there at Highmark Stadium this Sunday.
So given that you played Sunday after a pretty long layoff, when you watched the film, was there anything that you did that surprised you as a pleasant surprise? And was there anything, contrary to what you might have expected of yourself?
Not really. There were some things that I was really not happy about with myself, with some of the play passes and things that we did in the pocket, that we try to get fixed and work on a lot this week.
To a team worked a lot on getting a third receiving option this year, whether it's Odell or Jonnu or just training Devon to be more of a receiver. How has
Hey, we gave you everything you need, fam. Everything you need, bro, and it's still not working. Still not working, man.
that chemistry been built, despite the month you spent away? Where do you feel that level is with the third pass catcher?
Well, I think it's been tough just because there's been guys on IR, Odell, Riv, and then you also have Malik, but then the packages with Malik, Malik's playing special teams. Malik's doing a lot. And so I think being able to work a little bit with Odell while we both been on IR, a little bit with Riv, and now the band sort of coming back together and meshing, being able to throw more routes, throw more timing throws with them, knowing where they need to be in the spots of the field of the play. I think we're
like with Mahomes, you don't really got to worry about the timing and stuff like that. You see D-Hop, his first game with Mahomes, he balled out. He ain't scored no touchdown, but he caught a few passes from him and all that. They're not used to each other, but them boys still connecting. So the fact that the timing has to be something that we got to focus on before we can get acclimated with the wide receiver number 3 is crazy to me, man. It's crazy.
We're getting to where we need to be. And like I said, hopefully this Sunday we get to use the weapons that we've acquired.
Hey, it's Fiverr, here to turn that idea into
Okay, we
something
hoping
real.
that too.
Find a freelancer today.
Hoping that too, bro.
Looking for a broker that can match your drive and ambition? Don't settle for second best.
This offseason.
So going back to part of what you were saying about being clean in the operation and playing mistake-free football, what is the process of going into a hostile environment knowing that you have to be clean, but also not thinking too much on the fact of, okay, I can't mess up.
Yeah. I would say it's just the preparation that you need to take into the week. You need to think of looks that you won't get and that you could potentially get if it's in the pass game, if it's in the run game, sort of same thing. Okay, but if this happens on the fly, all right, if this happens, I need to go communicate this to the guys. Hey, I'm going to make this call on the fly, even if he starts his cadence, and this is how we're going to block it. And that's how we're going to do that. So I think it starts with the preparation of how you're looking at the playbook and then how you're also going about it, thinking of what the defense does and the multiple things they can do out of that.
I'm curious what you learned from
It sounds like two already. So y'all better not lose this game by the way Tua talking. Y'all better not lose this game, man.
time spending with the coaches and sitting down, learning about what their role is and how they put the game plans together, and how will that make you a better quarterback?
Yeah. Well, I would say first off, being with the coaches, I respect a lot more of what I have a different respect and understanding of what they do. Guys sleep here. That's crazy to me.
For real?
Go home to your wife. Even if it's for 30 minutes, that's crazy. But guys do that,
That's wild.
They're dedicated in that sense. I love that. But I don't necessarily, agree, but that's for another day, right? I would say a lot of guys are up there at 2 and are there till 10.
Crazy.
And then some
bro.
of them just still don't sleep. Okay, now we got to do
See, this is why I don't really like talking bad about the players. You know, I always want to have them boys back. Even though we have a bad record, I don't want to like diss them players like that, man. Because them boys, they do put in work. They do put in work, bro. You know, they 1 out of 32 NFL teams. So these are professional athletes, bro. 2 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. Y'all not doing that at y'all jobs, man. Y'all not doing that at y'all jobs, for real.
Third downs
I'm
after
not.
this Wednesday, and like just being with those guys and seeing what they've been talking about in 2:30 meetings and 3 o'clock meetings. I'm like, geez, like it feels like it should be lunch at 7, you know, when it's in the morning with the way their scheduling is. And you just get a better grasp of what the communication is, what the talks are like, and then how they also see the field. And then got to have some communication deals with the defense as well. But you have a different type of respect, I would say, being with the coaches.
You're not going to be a coach someday?
Probably not. Probably not. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, shout out to Tua, man. Shout out to Tua. You know, he our quarterback for right now. You know, if he don't tighten up these next few games, put the team on his back and win us some games against good teams, it's over. I'm sorry, fam. I'm sorry. We gave you a good 4 years over here. A good 4 years, and we haven't done nothing. Joe Burrow, he went to the Super Bowl. You know, Justin Herbert, he won. He win like offensive something. I forgot. Offensive Rookie of the Year or something. Y'all gotta let me know. Y'all let me know. Next we got Marvin Harrison Jr. on post game interview. Hold on real quick.
The Cardinals with another thrilling victory, 28-27 over the Dolphins in Miami. I'm Danny Sirach alongside wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. This is your post-game report. Marv, you said earlier in the week you weren't happy with how things were going for you the last couple of weeks. You show up today, 6 receptions, 111 receiving yards, and a touchdown. How did you?
Man, bro. Yeah, Ramsey got cooked. But he gonna be good though. I'm not gonna lie. Marvin Harrison Jr., he's gonna be a good receiver. No cap. I thought he low-key fell off, but you know, he right up there with Neighbors, in my opinion. Right up there with Neighbors.
Turn things around today?
The coaches did a great job putting me in position to make plays. Obviously, Tyler did his thing, giving me opportunities. So it was a collective effort.
First back-to-back wins for this Cardinals franchise since the 2021 season. What positives will you take away from
For real?
This is a great win. On the road against a very good
Them boys never won back-to-back in 2 games. Man, I thought we had it bad, bro.
team. The 2 straight wins, like you said, we haven't done that in a while, so hopefully we can continue to stack them.
Dolphins have the #1 passing defense. Tight end Trey McBride also surpassed 100 receiving yards. You want to show some love on National Tight End Day?
It's National Tight End Day, man. He's the best tight end I've ever played with. His ball skills are amazing. The way he can run routes. I mean, he's an amazing player.
Mark, appreciate the time. Congrats on the win.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That's crazy. We let the tight end and the receivers get over 100. We let that happen right there. Sad, man. Sad. You know, the defense, they've been doing okay for the whole year, but, you know, they match. You know, for the people who don't think the Cardinals don't got weapons, take another look. Take another look, bro. They got their weapons. Definitely. Next, we got Tyreek. Tyreek was mic'd up for the game. Tyreek was mic'd up. Let's check out what Tyreek did.
Yeah, bring that man, Oos. Get that shit going, Oos. Get that shit going.
There goes CJ Beathard in the background. Be on the lookout for him. You know, I'm kind of confident in regards to CJ Beathard. I might do a video on CJ and post it on YouTube and let y'all know about CJ. He came from Iowa. You know, okay arm. He got a lot of experience. That's why I like him. A lot of experience, and he know how to throw the ball. You know, Tyler Huntley, I love him, but he just ain't on CJ Beathard level in regards to throwing. So this is a guy that I think is better than Mike White, better than Skylar Thompson. I love you, Tyler, but he better than you too. You know, but we're going to see CJ pretty soon. I think so. We're going to see him.
Going real quick. Get that shit going real quick, dog. Let's get this shit today, dog. Uh-huh. Hey, let's go get it, though. Let's go get it, though. Let's go. Film me.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
Yeah. It's about that time. I love y'all, boys. Play for your brother today, dog. Greatness on 3.
And that's all the receivers we got?
Showing all day. Let's get it.
Eskridge, Odell, Hill, Waddle, Washington. That's all we have? Crazy, man. Crazy. I remember when we had Braxton Berrios, River Craycraft. We had all them boys, but now look what we got. Wow.
Let's go. Let's get it. Come on. Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Like, how a guy like this do not score on Sunday? How?
Today, dog.
Made no sense.
For 60 minutes. Whoever takes the win the ball game. 1 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey.
Come on. What's all that?
Number 10, time.
To be honest, I think we took the Cardinals too lightly. I think that's why we lost. We took them too lightly.
And number 1, Tua.
I need it. I need it. Hey, come on. It's our show, bro. Come on, let's do it. You know what time it is. Ready? Yeah. Let's have some fun.
Damn.
Playing fast. Play fast. We playing fast today. Come on.
And it's 3rd and 9 for Tagovailoa, and his throw is right on target.
Oh, yeah.
It's a first
Hey, y'all heard what Tyreek said. Put on the film. This is the film right here.
down for the Dolphins. On the toss. He's into the
Tyreek was out there blocking. Y'all sleep. Tyreek was out there blocking, man. Tyreek was doing his thing. I'm not even gonna lie. The only thing Tyreek ain't do was score. That's it.
secondary, and he crawls for very close to the first down. He will have it.
Put that one in his back.
Come on.
Look at Wes Welker, happy.
Into his return. Poster.
Come on, come on.
The opening drive they wanted here in South Florida.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Come on, boy. Oh, today.
Tyreek funny.
Today. I'm blocking today. Hey, mindset.
Washington.
Yeah.
Return, breaks a tackle and gets across the 25-yard line.
Yeah.
Hey, Washington, he coming. I'm telling y'all right now, Washington, he coming. You know, he's starting off in special teams, working his way up to wide receiver 5, 4, 3. Next year, I feel like Washington, he gonna do his thing. He probably gonna get a lot of snaps at slot, and we're probably, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep Tyreek. I don't know what's gonna happen next year. A lot of shit gonna happen next year. I know it.
Caught that and went forward on that. Now, them boy blocking like hell, though. When you caught that, got to going, them boy went to blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Buda Baker, he was hitting the whole game. Number 3 was hitting the whole game, man. He showed me like he a good safety, bro. Number 3, Buda Baker. He showed me that.
You got this one. You got this. Bring it. Come on. I'm here. Get turned on.
Tyree did all that and we still lost. We still lost, man.
I'm not gonna fight nobody, man. I'm scared. I'm just talking trash so they don't fast, baby. You fast. I'm solid in the. I'm solid. Hey, bro. Got you. I got some. Hey, I gotta get it to him. Hey, real. That 3 play
Tyreek
hard.
Hill, he was an old lineman today. He was an old lineman.
Boy. That number 3 play hard, boy. Let's go. Let's go right here, fellas. Here we go. Come on.
Tagovailoa on the throw to the stick. He has
one down.
First down
This
for the
one down.
Dolphins.
Get your get back. Oh yeah.
Tyreek.
Lofted to the sideline.
What's
Right
that?
in the bucket for Tyreek Hill. Yeah, how about that rust? Woo! I mean, look at Tyreek Hill, these receivers, this offense. How good is Tua?
Man, I feel like old Tyreek, that's a touchdown right there. Old Tyreek, that's a touchdown.
Come on. Hey, hey, hey. You back. Come on. I'm playing now.
That way, I'm playing now. I'm playing now. Almost a pick.
I didn't even know I caught that. That was a fucking dive.
Tua steps up on the run. Tua can go a long way and he'll slide, and the crowd's going to love it.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Wow, man.
Louder! Yeah! Hey! You are! Hey, good job, boy. Good job, boy.
Mostert in the
We gotta do all that for Tua to slide. We gotta do all that.
backfield. They'll throw it for Achane.
This
It
should
was
be
right
second
up in the
nature.
bunch, and he's in. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah! I'm a dog when it blocking. Blocking for your crazy ass. When I'm blocking for you, he ain't gonna touch you. That run.
Man, I love Tyreek, bro. I love Tyreek. No matter what y'all say, I love Tyreek, bro.
I'm a lineman.
I'm a lineman. See what I
Here we
told
go.
y'all?
Here we go. Here we go.
I told y'all.
Come on.
Quick set, Jalen Waddle in space, first down into plus territory.
Oh, I couldn't stop. Come on, right here. Right here. Right here. Right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Tyreek and Julian Hill are together at the bottom of the formation.
He blocked 2 DBs on that one. That's impressive right there. I'm not gonna lie. That's impressive.
I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. Come on. I'm a break next. You better break next. Psychopath. I go for 2,000 blocks. How about that? I love it, bro. Keep going, bro. Hurt the block, bro. Man, hey.
Tyreek said, "Hey, I'm a blocker today, but it hurt the block." Only Tyreek, man. Only Tyreek. What we gonna react to next? We're gonna react to Ingold, Austin Jackson, Agba, and Poyer.
In several games under 500. What's the mood been like, Al?
I think it's been obviously a tough start to the year. Yeah, like you said, 2-5. Nobody had that scheduled for this team and this crew. So being able to stop hesitating and ask ourselves what's going on and just continuing to try and fix problems, I think is the biggest thing on these Mondays is refocusing, recalibrating for what just happened. What does it mean? And how do we use it to move forward? I think that's really the state of the union on this Monday. And I think that really helps put a lot of things in perspective on a Tuesday and then showing up Wednesday with everything.
One thing about Ali Ingo, every time he talk, he makes it seem like everything's okay. Like he talking right now, it makes me feel like we got a winning record. You know, he soothes my soul. He doesn't make me worried. You know, because the way he talk, you don't gotta worry about what he doing when he off the camera. I know he put in the work. He just sound like it. He just sound like it.
Thing focused on how to win the very next week.
Alec, how do the team captains and the leadership council come into play in situations like this? Not just today, but over the first 7 weeks of the season.
I think we have quite a few leaders in, the regular meetings and the regular job description of captain and leaders, the leadership council. It's always different. And I think guys finding their voices in the margins of this locker room and the space and the complex, I think that's really where a lot of those one-on conversations are happening. That's where the communication is being, and that's where trust has to be built. It's one-on-one. It's the relationships. It's the guys talking to each other, staying the course, being able to fix the little things before they become the big things. So captains and leadership council definitely we have our meetings and whatever you want to, describe it on the itinerary, but you never really sleep. You never really stop leading. I think that's the power in the amount of guys that we have in those leadership roles.
You're a pretty upbeat guy. Why are you optimistic that things are going to turn around?
You can feel it on the field. It's the weirdest feeling, and you sound kind of insane when you feel that way because of the results. But when we're moving, we're operating. There's times in games where we had 10 points. There's when we have 27, and you can just feel something's in the air, and I can't put my finger on it, but it's improvement. It's development. You watch our tape from week 2 to last week. There are guys that have made mistakes, have fixed it, have corrected, and improved on it. And you can feel that. You get a sense of this.
But it took Tua to come back for them to play that way. You know what I'm like? Them boys should have been on that type of timing, to be honest. We've been starting this since day one, ever since the draft. We knew what we had to do, but we ain't execute. We 2-5 right now, man. 2-5.
Organization, this team coming together through a 2-5 start that nobody thought was going to happen. And you sound crazy talking about when you're 2-5, but the only way is through. The only way is to continue on this process. The only way through is to continue to trust and build on what we believe have been lessons, not scars. And that's a Mike McDanielism, but it's something that is really true, and it hits the nail on the head for a lot of reasons.
How frustrating is it that these little mistakes keep popping up? Before it was with the holds and the offensive line, you guys, I think there was only one hold on Sunday, but then now there's a little bit of snap issue. So how frustrating is that, and what are you guys going to try to do, maybe with the leadership council, to try to correct some of these little things?
Yeah, I think it's a death by 1,000 paper cuts right now, and it's man, we were able to overcome so many of those situations in past years, and that's not been the case this season. So to have that consistent voice, to continue to not get tired or feel sorry for yourself or waste any emotion on things that don't value or add value to winning a football game, there's no room for that. There's no room for close. There's no room for that might have been good enough. There's non-negotiables at this point, and that sense of urgency, that sense of attention to detail, I think that's all the way throughout this organization. Everybody has. It doesn't matter who wins or loses the game. It's that continual improvement, and that's what we need to find, and we need to win along the way while we're doing it.
What were you noticing in the offense in Tua's first game back, just in terms of the orchestration of everything?
Felt good, man. Felt good to have one back. Felt good to be able to roll the way we did. But again, I think we have the ball with 8 minutes left. That's we can't end that drive in a punt. And I think there's a lot of guys, a lot of spots in that place where we all could have stepped up a little bit better. So felt good to get in the end zone.
We got too much talent for us to be punting. Too much talent. Too much, man.
Good to have those explosive plays. But good wasn't good enough.
That sense of urgency that you were talking about, how does that translate to improvement, maybe in the operation, especially in a tough road environment like you guys have coming up?
Yeah, I think when you talk about sense of urgency in the environment, the circumstances, all these external stuff, that sense of urgency is internal. It's within the huddle. That's within yourself. So being able to practice and replicate and develop that day by day with your actions, with your habits, your routines, it carries over. It leaks into the football field, so that you're focused. You know the job at hand. You know what to do, how to do it, and you do it with all of the energy and emotion that you possibly have in that moment to succeed. So I think that's really the important thing. Building on this week to be able to lock in, laser focused for 4 quarters, whatever it takes, to find a way to win and finish a game.
What's impressed you about Jalen Wright? He doesn't get a ton of chances, but when he does, he's pretty impactful.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. To be a running back and not be in completely the flow of the game and still have explosive runs when his number's called as a young guy, that's really cool. He doesn't have to get his motor running, 4 or 5 carries, get tackled a few times to then be able to hit it. He shows up, he's explosive, and definitely for a young guy, it's cool to see him step into that role. And whenever he touches the ball, he does something with it. So
Jalen Wright, he's not playing, man. Jalen Wright, he is not playing, man. Shout out to Jalen.
Very happy with him.
AJ, tell me about the mood of the locker room last night and today. Are you guys still pretty optimistic about things?
Yeah, definitely still optimistic. With 10 games left in the season, but I think that 24-hour rule where we're not happy with the outcome of the game for sure, but that's definitely fuel for us going forward. We still have 10 games left to put everything in our hands in terms of how we play football. Control what we can control.
Obviously, when the goal isn't met, there's got to be a level of frustration. What's that level like for you and the rest of the team as well?
The level is, it's high right now. We're already kind of in a time where we want to win more games than we have. So we're definitely frustrated, and turning that frustration into something more, so what's the best word? Something more productive. Turning that frustration into more production. So just understanding that our margin of error is really slim for winning. And that will feed into how we practice, how we play, how we look at the game going forward. And like I said earlier, we still have 10 games left. So, that's exciting to have 10 games left still and get an opportunity to get back some mistakes in previous games that we've made.
Why do you think the margin for winning is slim? Is it because of injuries on the team? What makes it slim in particular at this point?
If you look at around the league in general, if the game's not a blowout, there's usually just a couple more plays or situations that you would want to get back. A blowout win is there's probably a lot to clean up. But, being in the NFL, most games are closer. And whatever team.
Yeah, one mistake could cost you the game, to be honest. One mistake. That's all it takes, to be real.
Has the least amount of mistakes usually comes out with the win.
Why are you optimistic for the last 10 weeks of the season?
Because I believe in this team. I believe in the work ethic and, the talent that we have here. Talent means nothing without hard work. And through this situation where we haven't won the games that we wanted to, I've seen guys pick up their work ethic. I've seen guys not complain, not point the finger.
When you start losing like this, all the fun and games is over. The office is over. Booby trap is over. And the boys, they probably still going to the strip club and all that, but they probably limiting it now. That we're losing. So hopefully them boys taking it serious now, so we can get a better record later on. We try to make it to the playoffs, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think so. I don't mind us. I'm not saying tank, but just at least I'll go out there every week, show me some effort, show me y'all trying. I'm good.
Stuff like that just kind of tells me we got a bunch of people ready to win and do the right things to win.
I'm sorry. And offensively, the last 3 weeks, certainly it hasn't been perfect, but you seem to be finding a little bit more of a rhythm than you had early in the season. Would you agree?
Definitely. I had a coach once that said, if you're not getting better in this league, you're getting worse.
But at the same time, he ain't go up against nobody with the Arizona Cardinals. What edge rusher they got? Please tell me who. The Seahawks, when we went up against them, they don't really got nobody like that. They don't. The Colts, they had the rookie Latu, whatever his name is. He a rookie. He's a good rookie, but he just a rookie. So Austin Jackson, he ain't meet his match yet. We got a few games here. Jared Verse, he looking like defensive rookie player of the year. With the Bills, they got Gregory Rousseau. He been playing good this year. I think Von Miller is hurt, so he's not playing for the Buffalo Bills. Maybe, I don't know. We gotta see. We gotta watch the tape.
That's kind of a daily thing. In terms of you have to get better every single day. So I definitely want to get better every time I step on that field and whatever I do. So probably.
Kind of piggyback off that. Obviously, you guys threw the ball more yesterday than you ran the ball, but it felt more of a balanced offense. Did it feel that way over obviously the previous 3 or 4 weeks? And how did it feel to have more of a balanced attack?
It was good. Just wish we could have executed more towards our last drive. But we did have a good balanced attack.
Austin, how have you guys felt run blocking the last, I guess, 3 weeks? I mean, this is a passing team, and the offensive linemen are kind of known for their pass blocking skills. How do you guys like that physicality? Tell me about that.
Yeah, we're definitely an offense that, you say we're a passing team. We are a passing team, but we're also a running team too. We have our own system of blocking, that we take very seriously, and we train that very hard with a lot of intent. And I think we want to be as balanced as possible, run and pass the ball effectively, because that's what a productive offense does.
On Achan's 47-yard
guess.
run, you were basically escorting him down the field. You got
Y'all
down
boys
there
getting
pretty
paid
fast.
money.
How did the room react when you're watching that?
Y'all boys getting paid money, so please act accordingly. Please block for your quarterback. Teron Armstead, he getting paid. Aaron Brewer, he getting paid. Aaron Brewer, he getting his money's worth. He doing what he gotta do. Teron Armstead, ranked as the best tackle in the whole league right now. He doing what he gotta do. Austin Jackson, you be on and off sometimes. On and off. Against good competition, you off. Against bad competition, you on. So I really want to see him do good against good competition. That's the only issue, I think. The only issue.
That film.
Yeah, it was good. Could have been a little faster, but it was good.
I know there was probably some shell shock, guys feeling down after the game yesterday. Any player stand up and give any sort of speech that lifted the spirits or did anything yesterday after the game?
No, we spoke, said what was needed to be said, but not a lot needs to be said, to be honest. I think as a team, we're ready to speak more with our actions on the football field and with our work ethic. Just not a lot to be said. It just hurt. Everyone in that locker room was hurting after that loss.
And how tough has the challenge been for the group of just having to chase really mobile quarterbacks the last 2 weeks, and again another one on Sunday with Josh Allen?
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, it's been tough, trying to bring mobile quarterbacks down, but we just got to keep corralling to the ball, running to the ball, and shooting our shots.
That's why we got Chop Robinson for mobile quarterbacks, but he still couldn't get Kyler Murray. Still couldn't get him.
It's different without having Zach Sealer in there.
He was definitely missed. Just kind of like containing Kyler too. He'll do a good job actually like pushing the pocket, so to make our jobs easier on the edge. But it was definitely tough not having him out there.
When you guys looked at the tape today, the second half, what was the one thing that really stood out to you?
I don't know, I would say a lot of busts. It's self-inflicted wounds that we just got to fix and correct. We can't have those mistakes coming this week. I won't say it's mental. I feel like guys just trying to do too much, trying to help their brothers out. And, I'll say it's just trying to do too much, just do your job,
I guess from an optimistic standpoint, you haven't had a ton of that this year.
Yeah.
I mean, do you feel like this is something that you can put behind you pretty quick?
Yeah, our mistakes we made are more self-inflicted. So we could correct that. We could fix that. So, I'm just looking forward to this week.
What's the feeling right now at 2-5 and all? You were one of the guys that was here that 1-7 season that turned around to a point, but you never want to be taking yourself out of that.
I mean, it's not too late. We still got a lot of games left to be played. We got a division opponent coming up. We just got to go out there and handle business.
I know after the first Bills game, it seemed like a lot of players were saying it's like a mental hold. What are you guys going to try to do to correct that heading into Sunday's game?
Just see what we messed up on the first time we play them. Be more prepared. We have our backs against the wall now, so we got to fight. We can't go in there scared. We just got to shoot our shot, like I said.
Deshaun Hand has been playing a lot of snaps and good ones, it seems. What have you seen from him in his play?
Hand, I mean, he's been being last year. I like Deshaun. He plays hard. I know his time to step up, and he did that. We appreciate him for that.
Man, y'all sleeping on Deshaun Hand. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Y'all sleeping. Deshaun Hand. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Deshaun Hand. Hold on. number one player in the whole nation in high school. Number one. Let me see if they got his 24/7 sports on here. They still got him with the Titans. I don't know what they're doing here. Oh, they changed him to number 7 this year. Number 7. 6'4", 265. So he was pretty much a DN in high school, but they're letting him play DN and D tackle with the Dolphins. That's what they're doing. Let's see who was ranked above him the year he was coming out. Myles Garrett, of course, Leonard Fournette, Cam Robertson, Jabril Peppers, Kyle Allen, Speedy Noah. I don't know what happened to him. He was a raw ass player. Very raw. I don't know what happened to him. And then Deshaun Hand, Quinn Blandon, he not in the league. Andrew Brown, he not. Marlon Humphrey, he still is. Rashawn Evans, I think he is. Dalvin Cook, he with the Cowboys. Dante Booker, he not in the league. Christian Miller. Last time I remember he was with the Panthers. Royce Freeman, I think he was with the Panthers last time I remember. Nick Chubb, Tony Brown, Tez Tabor, Lorenzo Carter. So not all these guys made it. Travis Rudolph, the guy who shot. I don't know if y'all remember this story. He's the person who shot somebody who tried to come and kill him because of his girl. That's him. So yeah, Deshaun Henry was way up there, man. In the company of Myles Garrett. I don't care. Myles Garrett was number 1, and he was number 7. Not too big of a difference, bro. You're supposed to be contributing in the NFL. Leonard Fournette, now he just watered down. He's a running back, so he got worn down too much. Cam Robinson, he just got traded to the Vikings. Jabril Peppers, he been playing good for the Patriots. Kyle Allen, he's the backup for which team? I forgot which team he's the backup for. I think the Texans, right? He was one of the backups. Speedy Noel, he went to Texas A&M. He had a few stints in the league, but he ain't really end up establishing himself in regards to being a good NFL player. Then you got Deshaun Hand, went to Alabama. That boy had a 100 rating, 5 stars. That boy said no flaws, man. Yeah, Arkansas. I think this is high school highlights. I think he was a UDFA. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think he was. The highlight's not working, but let me just go back to Emmanuel Agba.
Looked like there were a couple of times where you guys had a shot at Kyler and it just he got just that much away from you guys. I guess how did you see it, and how did you change that this upcoming week against Cashapp?
Kyler's a hard dude to tackle. It's real shifty, small, so you can't even really see him until you're right next to him. But we just gotta do a better job. Our angles were bad chasing them during the game, so we gotta do a better job fixing our angles. So, and we got another mobile quarterback coming in, so we gotta affect Josh too. So.
True.
The run defense. This was the first.
But with Josh Allen, you're gonna be able to see him if he's running. You're gonna be able to see him. Kyler Murray, he like a mouse out there. That way, like a mouse. You try to catch him, but boom, he already in the other direction. Moving. That's Kyler right there for you.
First game that you guys held a team under 100 yards. And then Buffalo coming up, they had 108 last time you guys played them. But that James Cook run for 48 was pretty much all they had. How do you look at the run defense this season, and what's the strategy on Sunday against James Cook?
Don't give up the explosive. We got to do a better job stopping the explosive runs. I mean, that's kind of like where Achilles heel, getting beat on the explosive plays. So just running to the ball and just doing your assignment and trust that the man next to you will do his.
Whenever the time comes that Bradley Chubb could come back, what kind of boost does he provide?
It's definitely a spark for us, having a guy like that come back, definitely needed. But he's doing good. The rehab is coming on strong, and can't wait to have him back too.
How you guys doing? Hey, we know he's gonna come back earlier than on Phillips. That's what we know.
Looking forward to your first trip back to Buffalo in a while.
Excited about the opportunity to go back to Buffalo and play these guys. Another opportunity for us to go out there and play football. So for sure excited about it.
Jordan, why was Trey McBride able to? It looked like he was able to find a lot of soft spots in the zone yesterday. Why? Good scouting or coverage mistakes on you guys' part? What led to that?
Good player. Yeah, we made some mistakes. But yeah, it's a good player. It's good offense. But when it comes down to it, we got to make some more plays. One more play than they did. But yeah, it's a good player, and we definitely left some plays out there for sure.
I mean, y'all had Trey McBride Sunday. Y'all about to get Kincaid next. Luckily the Rams don't have a tight end that we gotta worry about. But man, if y'all can't do good against McBride, then we're gonna have a long season. We got a good defense. I give us that. Not elite, but good. But I want us to be elite. What it's gonna take for us to be elite. We lost a lot of players already. Jalen Phillips, he out. That's the only person that's really out. Hopefully we get Bradley Chubb back and he becomes the Bradley Chubb that he was before he got injured. Hopefully he could be that. And then that's gonna really help this team out. Then at that point we don't really need Jalen Phillips. We still could use him, but we got Calais Campbell, he could play the edge. We got Chop, we got Kamara, he played pretty decent against the Colts. So we should eat off of that. We should.
How shocked have you been by turn events that the season's gone? You obviously thought you were going to a winning team that has won the last couple of years, sort of fallen apart through 7 games. How dispiriting is that for you, Jordan?
It's football, right? It's frustrating for sure. I think everybody here is frustrated. But at the same time, we do have opportunities ahead of us, and it's in times like these where you really got to just put your nose down and work, man. Nobody's coming to save us. Nobody's going to feel sorry for us.
No.
So it's just just trying to do 1% extra throughout the week and try to motivate the guys around you to do 1% extra and continue to stay the course and have that belief that things will turn. Because what a cool opportunity this week to go to Buffalo and extremely well coached football team and we're excited, but like I said, about the opportunity. So why not?
Sort of the ripple effect for you guys with losing a guy like Zach Sealer up front.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. I mean, he's been somebody who I've seen from across the field for a few years, and you don't ever want to have anybody go down, and you always have the idea that it is next man up. But losing a guy like Zach does
that's
hurt.
gonna hurt.
But, we're hoping to get him back when he's able to come back.
What gives you up the last weeks of the season?
Well, opportunity. I mean, that's
How long Zach Sealer gonna be out for? Let me look that up. I'll look that up real quick. Zach Sealer injury. Zach Sealer injury. Zach Sealer desperately wants to play. I didn't require eye surgery. Oh, so he got hurt in the eye? Damn, fractured orbital? Damn, I ain't know that. Okay. Okay, so he might be back. He might be back for the Buffalo Bills or the game after. I think. It doesn't seem that serious. Yeah, you can play with one eye. We need you, man. You can play with one eye. Come on, Zach Sealer. Come on.
That's life, right? Like you get hit in the mouth, it's life. What are you gonna do next? It's one of two options. You're gonna fold or you're gonna just keep going and keep moving and
Exactly.
and things may not fall the way that you see them, but you keep moving and you keep grinding and that's that's a lesson in football and in life. I know a lot of y'all probably got hit in the mouth before in life. Like, hey, what do you do? Do you just fold and just kind of tuck away, or do you keep moving? People say XYZ about XYZ. What are you going to do about it? So that's my mindset, and I know that's the team's mindset. Let's just continue to work, continue to grind. Yeah, we're not in the place where we want to be, but we got opportunities in front of us, and so why not?
Jordan, regarding Cater Kovu, I talked to Cam Smith in the locker room last night. He took the blame for something. I think it was the first touchdown. I'm not sure what it was, but I'm not taking anything from Cam, but Cater. But did that have an effect? That absence, did that have an effect? He's
I don't
a
think
quality
so, bro.
player.
Yeah, Cater's a great.
Marvin Harrison would have done the same thing, maybe even worse, on Cater. I don't think Cater could guard Marvin Harrison Jr. If Jalen Ramsey couldn't do it, Cater probably couldn't do it. Probably.
Player, and no doubt about it. And regardless of if he was in the game or not, the play that we called, he wouldn't have been involved in the touchdown. So that was strictly on the back end. That was I put that on myself. The communication. I got to make sure that the guys around me have an understanding of who we're covering, since we run in a cover zero, and it's on. I put that on me to be able to get the guys around me right. So yeah, that had nothing to do with him being on the field or not.
What was it like getting reps next to Marcus May? Javon Holland comes out.
Yeah, I love playing with May, an experienced player who I've had a lot of respect for, playing against him, and just somebody who sees the game. We see the game similar, and he's fun to be on the field with.
In your run defense, this was the first opponent you held to fewer than 100 yards rushing.
Wow.
You get Buffalo.
Against James Conner, that's pretty impressive. But Cardinals, they don't really got an O-line like that. Paris Johnson, he's a good player for their O-line, but other than that, they don't really got nobody.
He had 108 last time, but the James Cook run, the 48-yard run, was pretty much, it. How do you view the run defense this season? What's going to be the key on Sunday against Buffalo and James Cook?
Yeah, it starts with stopping the run. But obviously yesterday we did that, but he's still able to throw for 300 yards. So, but stopping the run is the first priority. Anytime you come into a game to make a team, force a team to have to throw the ball in predictable situations. And
when you have an offense like the Cardinals do with Kyler Murray, who can run, and James Conner, who can run, you kind of got to worry about the running game. So you got to stack the box. So them boys said we got to play man-on-man with Marvin and McBride, Wilson, and we'll be okay. That's what the boys thought. But we weren't. We had nobody on the field that could guard Marvin Harrison Jr. Nobody. We had nobody on the field that could guard Trey McBride. Either one of those guys needed to be double teamed, but we weren't able to.
So I believe that's a huge emphasis going into each week, stopping the run, and then being able to get takeaways, which we haven't been doing. So put that on myself too. Yesterday should have had one, and so but like I said, just being able to stop the run, force teams to throw the ball, and try to make them play left-handed.
When you look at it, do you look at it as the defense collapsed late, or Arizona just made plays late?
I think you say a little bit of both. There's definitely some plays that we all want back from yesterday's game, especially late in the game. They did make some plays. They ran an oh crap play, first play of the second half. It was just basically the tight end wheel route coming around. Great schemed up play. They made some plays, but we needed to make one more, and that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I got one thing to say, y'all. One thing to say.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. That's all I gotta say. It is what it is. Next, we got Jalen Ramsey and who else? Teron Armstead.
Cater out this week. How much of a challenge is that for some of the young guys that have to step up?
Just opportunities. This is an opportunity. Cam gonna get to spin for finally. Happy for that. Happy for that moment for him. I can't wait for y'all to see what he about, because he a baller. I ain't gonna lie to you. He do some special things just like in practice. So that'll be cool.
How much of that is just confidence for a young player when they don't play?
He good. He good. He got what he need. He good.
What's your FSU prediction against Miami?
The nose win. I don't know how it's going.
Come on, Ramsey. You can't like the nose that much. You can't do that. Come on, Ramsey.
Don't look. I don't care how it's gonna look, but the nose got to get this one.
I know it's been
They did it.
a little rough, a little rocky this season. We ain't worried about that though. We worried about tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
You gonna be there?
We got to focus on my game. I wish, but I got to focus on my game. But when
Yeah, I
is
respect that. I respect that. To be real, I do respect that.
going out? You putting this out today?
Sure.
Hey, my daughters, they got their cheerleading outfits. If I can get them to the game though, I'm gonna be in meetings. But if I can get them to the game so they can get some pictures with the cheerleaders, somebody at FSU hit me up. I ain't want to hit Norvell about this because he got other stuff to focus on. But my daughters, they want to meet the cheerleaders. So I need y'all to somebody come through for me.
Get that out.
Excitement level for
Tour.
Tours,
Yeah.
whatever y'all call them these days, to be back.
Oh no, excited for sure. He looks great, man. He's locked in, helping get everybody where they need to be. Locked in on the details, all the small things. We focusing on those nuances for sure. That's been helping us lose games. So we're trying to clean all that up.
Not like it was lacking before, but is there extra boost of energy now that QB1 is back in the fold?
He brings his own energy. Like he has an energy about him that is contagious. That you have no choice but to gravitate towards, and it's very much revigorating and revitalizing for an offense that's been struggling.
Mike told us the unfortunate news about Zach Sealer today.
It's like demoralizing when you get that piece that you wanted, but it still don't work for you. You still lose the game. We thought Tua was the missing piece, but we still lost that game. It kind of traumatizes you. Like, damn, that's like really all we got, bro. There ain't nobody else that we could plot on coming back other than Bradley Chubb. But what difference he gonna make other than a quarterback? So you hoping that your quarterback could make you like loss proof. Like I ain't think we're gonna lose the rest of the season if Tua came back. He get it on straight. He come back a better quarterback, but he's just the same quarterback that I remember seeing him against Buffalo and all that. But we're gonna see how he performs. He gonna get that second spin against Buffalo. We're gonna see what he do. We're gonna see.
It's such a game where you can get hurt in so many different ways. How big a risk is it in practice to have an eye poke with line play?
Yeah, no, it's a surreal thing, man, and incidental for sure. Nobody's trying to go for an eye, but you playing fast and playing low, big guys moving around. It's unfortunate for sure. Zach, one of the best players on the team, one of the best players in the league. So him dealing with that, it's definitely unfortunate for us.
Where are you on this Tua to save you today? Tyreek said he is. Tyreek said, not really. Where are you on this?
Yeah, no, that's unrealistic for one player to be a savior. You probably in basketball only 5 people on the field, but offense, defense, special teams, that's 33 starters. You know what I mean? So he's a huge part of everything that we do, huge impact. But for him to be the savior, the hero, to try to save everything, it's unrealistic, unfair. We got a lot of work to do. Everybody else, we got to be able to produce and create lanes for the runners. Runners got to go execute. Receivers got to go. Everybody, you know what I mean? So Tua can't do it to himself, or he can't hand it off to himself. Can't block for himself.
So you this week working with Chop Robinson after the practice and then in the locker room. How much does that help?
Rob Robinson been working with Teron Armstead. That's good news right there. Good news.
In terms of the technique that he's going to face against offensive linemen to get better.
Yeah, we just talking ball, talking experience. What challenges I see, what he's seeing from O linemen. It could help a little, could help a lot, maybe not at all, but it don't hurt. It don't hurt at all. So I love Chop. Love everything about him, his approach, his professionalism, his hunger. His production will come for sure. He's a special talent. It's hard in the league when we are so fixated on the stats, and it's a production-based league for sure. But it's a marathon, man. It's not a sprint. So
Yeah, Chop. I could tell through by the way he looked, by the way he be acting. He hungry. He hungry. Hopefully next year he could come back and be a monster for us. This year I don't think it's gonna happen. This year I think it's gonna be his learning year. The next year is gonna be the real Chop that y'all gonna see. The real Chop.
some people come out the gate in high production and then fall off, or but as long as he trusts his process, keep going about everything the right way, working hard, all that good stuff, the production will come.
Y'all heard Teron, what he said about Chop. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him. All right. Next, we got Calais and who else? Bethard. I want to react to Bethard first, but it's not chopped up, so I can't see. Okay, yeah, I can see.
Invest in Lift Aircraft, the company with $8 million in government contracts. Proven demand.
Nothing other than that.
Yeah.
Was your impression that if you had been healthy then, the Dolphins would have signed you in late August?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one to speak on the what ifs or what they would have done or whatever. I just know at the time I was coming off a little bit of a groin injury and that was kind of the extent of that. Yeah.
And this guy remind me of like another Ryan Fitzpatrick. Another Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm probably gonna do a film study on him, and I'm gonna post it on YouTube tomorrow or the next day. You know.
Felt good enough to play or were cleared medically, even though you were not with the team, to play sometime in September, earlier this month?
Yes. Yeah. My injury settlement technically ended after week 4 or 5. I can't remember what it was, but so yeah. I mean, I was good to go. At least by that point, health wise. If not a week or two before that. So.
You've had experience with Mike McDaniel from San Francisco. How much can that help? Just knowing you got any stories of you and him back then?
Yeah, I mean, Mike's awesome. I was with him for 4 years in San Francisco, like you said. He was one of my favorite coaches I've played for. I got a ton of respect for him, his story, and everything. He's always been a believer in mine, and I appreciate that out of him. And when you spend 4 years with anybody, whether it's players, teammates, coaches, you get close to somebody and really tighten that sense.
Does having been in this offense help you more than many NFL offenses because of the complexities of it?
Yeah, I definitely think so. But at the same time, there's so many nuances and new things that he's added. You know how Mike is. He's a mad scientist when it comes to offensive schemes and stuff. So he's definitely added a lot of stuff.
Sometimes I be thinking coach is too smart for his own good. Way too smart for his own good. That's what I be thinking.
I wasn't familiar with, but the base of the offense, the terms and all that, I'm very familiar with.
How do you yourself approach those first week with a new team, a team that has had so many quarterbacks have to play, and then now it's getting a starter back? But how do you approach them?
Yeah, man, it's really my first time being in this situation where you kind of go to a team mid-season like this. So it's been different as far as coming from sitting at home, trying to train and work out there with your family and stuff. It was a nice, nice relaxing time. And then, but at the same time, you're sitting there on Sundays, just, wanting to be out there and wanting to be on a team. So, you get the call and then they fly out the next morning and it's definitely kind of a whirlwind of 24 hours, but it's awesome. It's what you play for. It's what I am. I'm a professional football player, and that's what you want to be doing. So
I know life is week to week in the league, but did you get any assurance from Mike that you'll be here for the rest of the year?
No, that's not stuff like we talk about as far as when you sign a contract or whatever it is. It's just kind of hey, I was sitting at home and now I'm on a team, so it's it's nice.
It's a blessing regardless.
Home for you had been where and doing what?
Nashville, Tennessee. I've been working out, training as much as I can, and throwing and staying in shape. I've had a couple workouts here with a couple teams, and but just been hanging out with my daughter, my family. My whole family's from Nashville, my wife, and it's been a nice change of pace for sure. But at the same time, it's like you're born with that innate thing in you that you want to be doing what you were born to do, and I'm just glad to have a chance to do that again.
How much, if at all, are you aware of Bobby Beathard and his legacy with the Dolphins?
Oh, very, very aware. Yeah, that's my grandpa, and he's one of the biggest role models in my life. And
oh, for real?
Obviously, he was a part of the 17-0 Dolphins with Don Shula and the history they made, the Super Bowl one.
I like him even more because of that. I like him even more.
The win they had, he was always so humble, so he didn't talk a ton of it. But there's some funny stories that my dad has, and his brothers of literally playing hide and seek in the facility back then, and literally hiding under Don Shula's desk, playing hide and go seek in the facility back then. It's just
pretty fun and funny to hear those types of stories.
So how does it feel being in here, knowing that legacy in your family?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's my first time I've been with a team that my grandpa had been with, and won a Super Bowl with. So it's pretty surreal, pretty cool, and especially that he was a part of a team, the only undefeated team in NFL history. That's something that's special and really cool.
Have you ever met key members of the 72 team? Obviously, you weren't alive
Yeah.
at that point, but have you subsequently met anyone?
I actually haven't met necessarily the players. I mean, maybe I have when I was younger. I just don't remember. But I got to, sit down with Don Shula a few years back before he passed.
Man, that's crazy.
It was cool. It was me, my grandpa, my dad. He was in Nashville for some reason, and we had a nice dinner with him and some of his family. It was just really cool to see them connect again. And they're both in different states. My grandpa was a little, Alzheimer's was kicking in a little bit, so it was fun and funny to see them interact again.
Yeah, he was born to be a Dolphin. To be real, he was born to be a Dolphin. No cap, man. We gonna react to Tua post game.
That's exactly what I would say the team felt. Just helpless. We didn't get another opportunity to go out there and give our team a chance to hopefully put some points on the board. So, yeah, it's not a good feeling.
So how much of an emphasis was it today to get Tyreek Hill involved in the game?
It was an emphasis to get everyone involved in the game. For sure, Tyreek, but as you can see with how they played their defense, they were really keying Reek and trying to keep a shield over him. And when they did give us opportunities, we tried to take advantage of those with those one-on-ones with Reek. And outside of that, we were just playing the plays,
It doesn't even matter. It's the Cardinals, man. I can't believe the Cardinals stopped Tyreek from even scoring one touchdown. I'm shocked about that, bro. I thought Tyreek was going to score that game.
As they were reading it out.
11 of 15 on third down. What was the key to that effectiveness you guys had there?
I would say good Thursday practices with that. I would say everyone's been locked in with what I would say I expect of them, with where to be on the field, knowing what to do in certain looks and whatnot. So I would say that's a testament to the guys and studying within their playbook.
Is there enough time left in the season to recover?
I think there's always time, brother. There's always time. 17 games, it's a long time. A lot of games. So whether we're counted out or we're not, doesn't matter. We're going to continue to play football. A lot of people in here know that I don't know how many years ago we started out 1-7. We didn't have half the guys that we have, and no disrespect to my other teammates, but I'm talking.
But to you saying it yourself, you know that we didn't have the guys that we had back then. Now we have better players. You come on,
about
Tua.
the talent that we have here. We didn't have half that talent, however many years ago, and so
Exactly.
to give that group respect, we won the next 8 games, and I'm not saying, we're going to do that or whatnot, but it is possible. Anything's possible. So we're going to continue to trust each other, lean on each other, believe.
The head coach was Brian Flores. Going 1-7, I know Brian Flores, he wasn't going for that. He wasn't going for that, man. I don't think we're going to do it this year, man. I don't think so, because I do got my questions about Mike McDaniel as well. Back then, no matter what record we had, I ain't have my questions about Brian Flores, because he was doing so much with so little talent, to the point where I was comfortable with the team, to be honest, man. I was real comfortable, man. With Brian Flores, that's when Javon Holland was in his bag. Javon Holland hasn't looked the same without Brian Flores. He hasn't.
Believe in each other, and we're going to go do it next week.
What are your thoughts as the next team you face will be the Buffalo Bills?
Got no thoughts. We got to beat them. They're good, and it's like the same thing over and over. You got to beat them.
So what happened after the
Easier said than done.
got the first down with those
Easier
three
said
plays
than
after?
done.
Was there anything in particular that Arizona was doing?
Yeah, there wasn't anything new that they showed us. It was just poor execution offensively on our standpoint, and I would say those are plays, and that's a series we wish we could have had back.
When you see the team
2 weeks in a row, lose a game after having a 10-point lead. What is it that you guys have to do to kind of reverse it?
We just got to continue to play complementary football. That's all it is.
So it doesn't really have anything to do with this game.
Mm-hmm.
You get a chance to ask on Monday. After the week 2 game, fans donated, I think it was like $20,000 to the Tua Foundation. Is that something that you were aware of in the moment, or what was your reaction when you saw it?
It wasn't something that I was aware of at the moment. I do want to say a big thank you to those fans. And then I was told that a good amount of them were Bills fans as well. It's kind of like a love-hate thing. Hard to...
Man, we just getting baby by the Bills in every facet. On the field, off the field, we just getting baby by the Bills, man. Baby.
It's hard to hate them, also hard to love them, sort of deal. So I really appreciate it from the Bills fans, and then also to just fans in general. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, Mac. That surely seems like someone who's tiring of the line of questioning that he is being offered, but frustration obvious after a near miss.
Well, the Cardinals used to this coming back from that low of a score, man. Cardinals used to this, right?
Here against the Cardinals, it certainly does. You answer for the wins and the losses, and thankfully it is Tua back in the fold and in good health, but a loss here to the Cardinals. Now back-to-back walk-off kicks for Arizona.
Sad, man. So sad. Oh, man. Right here we got Raheem. Let's see what he got to say.
Reestablish a running game this weekend.
Yeah. It's very important, especially after what we did against the Patriots. Just trying to get back in the rhythm of the run game, and it's showing how important it is still. I'm always going to be a big advocate within the run game. So if we can come out here and right off the jump, put our foot down and establish the line of scrimmage and carry the ball and ease everything up for Snoop, and it'll go a long way. But I'm excited about this week. I'm excited about what we got going on.
I was going to ask you about that because Snoop said he's feeling more comfortable learning the playbook, just to help him so you balance it out.
Yeah, it's all about a balance. You can't do one thing without the other. You need the pass game to complement the run game, and the run game to complement the pass game. And that's something that we try to focus on this week in particular, because we see a lot of stuff on the offensive side of the ball that we can attack and exploit in the run game.
Getting you going, Anish and Jalen Wright, and then maybe if Devon Achane can come back at some point. Just what kind of could you put out a three-headed monster almost? If all you guys are.
I mean, yeah, we definitely could. But we got to focus on our individual games, of course, and we're just excited about the opportunity to go out here and try to run against the Colts. They got a good defense, though. They got.
In regards to our offense, the better runner in our offense is Raheem. The better pass catcher is Devon Achane. Sometimes it seems like we use Devon Achane too much in the running game, and we don't use Raheem Mostert enough in the passing game. It's like we do a bad mixture between both of them boys. We don't know how to use them evenly in the running game and the passing game. And we got Jalen Wright waiting to play as well. He should be getting more PT. So Jalen Wright, he's gonna have to cut into the snaps for Raheem and Devon Achane. He got to at this point. So I don't know what coach gonna do, but I better see Jalen Wright out there next game.
Franklin at the linebacker position and speed. They both are, great linebackers that are running down, and they're pretty fast, and they're making plays for themselves. So, and then the D line, I was told that maybe Buck is coming back, DeForest Buckner. I'm very familiar with him back in my San Francisco time with him, and he's a playmaker. He's a stud, and he's a guy that is gonna do everything in his power to make sure he plays a good game. So there's gonna be a challenge, but we're excited for the challenge.
There's a lot to be said for having a bye at the end of the year, leading in your playoffs and all. But given that you guys hit a rough patch with those 3 games, did the bye
coming early sort of become a blessing for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it came at the right time. Just because, like, we came off of a 3-game losing streak, and then we ended up winning against the Patriots. And yeah, it feels like, I'm happy that it happened early. Yeah, it's gonna be tough because we have a long stretch, but we're not the only team in the league that had a bye week that week. So we're just excited, man, to move on and focus. Our focus right now is the Colts.
Does it feel like a
Yeah,
fresh
this is an old
start?
video.
In a way, it does. When you're able to win against a division opponent, against the Patriots, and then
Yeah, I'm gonna stop this short. With Raheem Mostert touchdown, I think he's gonna score again against the Buffalo Bills. I think he's gonna score. Right here we got Kyler Murray. We're gonna hear what he had to say after the win.
I mean, hell, we get a chance to, go score at the end of the game, with a chance to win. I like us, I like want the ball in my hands. I want the ball in our hands, and with the guys that we have offensively, as long as we stay on schedule and we execute, I think we can be one of the best offenses in the league. Obviously, today was one of our better days, probably the best day we've had, since the Rams game. But it's about being consistent, and I think that's where we can, that's where we take strides. Is if we can continue to do this and play the way we played today. It wasn't perfect, but if we continue to grow on this, then we can be up there with anybody. I think we just settled in, in the game, ebbs and flows. I think it's 4 quarters. You play 4 quarters, you got to stick together. I think we stuck together today. Run game was, it was tough to get it going. But, Drew gave me a lot of chances, and we connected a lot today, so it was good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Just opportunities, I feel like, man. I just feel like and it's I understand the game starts in the trenches, and I understand, you have to be able to run the ball. But I just feel, when the ball's in my hands and I'm able to get the ball to these guys, the weapons that we have. You see, I throw a check down to Dortch. He makes 2 dudes miss. Like, it's you got Trey, Marv, Mike, Dortch, and then Zay. Like, we got so many weapons. I feel it's like we got to get these guys the ball.
Yeah, them boys got weapons for real. They do. Let me check out Kyler Murray's stats for the year. He got 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's 3rd in QBR. He threw for a passing touchdown in each game. He threw for the most yards against us the whole year. The whole year. Sad, man. Sad. He has 2 rushing touchdowns so far on the year. 2 of them. 344 yards on the ground. So yeah, Kyler Murray, he definitely in his bag. If you put a O-line in front of Kyler Murray, he gonna snap on y'all boys, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, he gonna snap. Kyler Murray definitely gonna snap.
Yeah, you got to be able to run the ball, and we've done that pretty well since Drew's got here. So, but I think we also have another element to our offense, and that's the explosion and being able to stretch the field. I heard I didn't get sacked today, right? Yeah.
Kyler Murray didn't get sacked. It did feel like it. I'm not even gonna lie. It felt like he got sacked, but he didn't get sacked. Come on, D-line. Come on, D-line. Unacceptable. We need Zach Sealer in there for us to get sacked. That's what we need. That's what we need.
I mean, that's what the gift that God blessed me with, being able to move around. I trust those guys up front. Obviously, they got 2 of their bookends out. 3 really. That's a great. They got a great team over there. Even with those guys being out, so it's going to be tough. It's NFL. You got guys coming off the edge every weekend that are pretty dominant. But the guys up front, they held their own and they did well today.
Kyler was happy that we didn't have Jalen Phillips. He was happy we didn't have Chubb. He was happy.
Proud of him to be able to fight for.
If we had Chubb or Phillips, we winning this game. If we had Chubb or Phillips, we winning.
4 quarters, and obviously, with a team like that blitzes a lot. That's on me to be able to get the ball out knowing I'm hot. So Oh, I just, man, I don't really see all the speculations and stuff because I don't really be on Twitter and stuff like that. But like, he hears it, I hear it. It's hard not to hear it, But at the end of the day, dog, he's got to be himself and just continue to get better each and every week. That's all we have to do. And it's gonna get there. Shit don't happen overnight. You know what I mean? And it's I'm super proud of him today. He kind of took over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of those moments where you felt like when I dropped back, especially that dig over the middle. When we got the holding penalty, catches it, takes a hit in the head. Still stays up. Like, those are the confidence builders. And I feel like this game was really big for him, for me.
Yeah, against Jalen Ramsey, bro. He gonna think he that dude each game, Marvin Harrison Jr. He gonna think he that dude. Look what happened with Brian Thomas Jr. after he went up against Jalen Ramsey. He looking like a top 10 5 receiver in the league right now. Brian Thomas Jr.
For us to get on that that page, and again, I mean, a guy like that, you just gotta give him opportunities, and I think that's that's a big deal. Yeah, I mean, for me, there's no complacency. Like we've been 7-0, we've been 8-0, like we've been in the playoffs once, but like I'm trying to get to that next level. That's what my mindset is. I know we're happy right now. I know we're 4-4 and happy to be 500 and looking at again the division, all that stuff. That to me it don't really matter. I'm sticking to the grind, sticking to the process because that's really what matters. You can get beat any given Sunday in this league, no matter who you're playing. So. I think it's good to feel the way we feel right now. Just to get that feel of, we can be explosive. You know what I mean? We can push the ball down the field. But I forgot your question. Sorry, shit.
That boy drunk or high, either one.
Oh yeah, long time. But I'm not really putting too much into that. I know it's a hell of a stat. It's a damn shame, but I'm not really putting too much into it. Trey's a beast. Like I mean, I can't say enough about Trey. Trey's shit. I mean, Trey's
he a dog.
Again, I tell y'all every week, like I think he could be the best in the league. The athleticism, being able to block, he can do it all. You know what I'm saying? He can do it all. And he's one of our best guys. So you got to continue to get him the rock.
Hey, put him on your fantasy. Put him on your parlays. Trey McBride.
I did. That didn't go into my, my play, but yeah, I did know that. It was Elijah's birthday too. Shout out to Elijah. Yeah. No, it's really it's funny to see, man. Like when he first came in, he had Ertz, and he was kind of the young buck who didn't really know what was going on and messed up a little bit. Just game's moving fast. You got to learn a lot. But now he's a damn savvy vet. He gets it. He's under control at all times. The game's moving slow for him, and he's telling me certain things that he sees and zones and stuff like that. Man, Trey's came a long way, bro. But he's a guy for sure. I was got like a zero look. I was gonna go to Marv, and dropped out into the window, and then got back to Trey. Obviously 1-on-1, he's hard to stop. I don't really know who's going to guard him 1-on-1, but he won, and it was pitch and catch at that point.
You know what happens when you have a good tight end? When you have a real good tight end, I love Jonnu Smith, but he not on Trey McBride level. He not.
I forget when drives kind of combined together, but I just knew when we got a chance at the end, we were gonna go score. That's the mentality. That's how I felt. Felt like I was in a groove. Felt like we were in a groove. And you know, there was really nothing. Like when you're in that zone, there's really nothing that they can do. You know, that's how it feels. You know, as long as we again stay on schedule, we had one holding penalty, got called back, and we overcame it. You know what I'm saying? So it was proud of the guys. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Get healthy. Yeah, we gotta go back to work. Thank you. Appreciate it. Marvin's next.
Yeah, Marvin up next.
I tell him review it. In that situation, you know, JG got to make the call and see the replay. If we decide to throw a challenge flag or not. So I was trying to stall the offense to give JG some time to see the replay. I knew I had caught the ball. Yeah, we wanted man coverage in that look. You know, we didn't have a chance to go zero in that situation. So we kind of do a great play. Is the quarterback's coach is kind of calling that for a couple weeks now. So I'm glad we got a call. The play call, like he's excited about that play call. yeah, he wanted to get that call. Yeah, it's one of that. Yeah.
I don't think he better than Neighbors though. I don't think so.
Yeah, obviously I had one of the best corners in the game, if not the best corner in the game. So I knew I had to run a great route to get open, and hopefully kind of had as much time as he can to, you know, give me opportunity. Before the play had started, he said if it's man coverage, you know, go open on that corner, get open on the corner. I'm kind of the man read right there, so I knew how to run a great route and come down with the ball.
He gave Ramsey his flowers.
No. It's just a straight corner route. Yeah, if it's man coverage, go win.
JJ was talking about how you cut it over there. Like, did it feel like everything was coming to you at that one point, and then, you know, kind of lagging a little bit?
I just try to go out there and make plays when the ball comes my way. You know, and I know in big situations, big moments, you know, I try to be someone that we can count on to make the plays for us. And anytime it's a 2-minute drill or we need to, you know, make a big play, I do my best to get open and catch the ball. Yeah. Kind of, I didn't think it would be man coverage. It would be kind of like a cover two with the corner. Kind of rolled with me down the whole field, and then I kind of snapped it off inside, and then kind of gave me a great ball. And I kind of seen the linebacker coming. You know, this time I wanted to come down with the catch. Yeah, I saw the linebacker that came. Kind of.
That boy sponsored by New Balance.
No. I ran up around the same.
Does it feel nice to have you guys come as a group and have
It feels great. It does feel great, man. You know, it's hard to get wins in this league. It's hard to be successful in this league, period. So, obviously, we got to keep going, keep building on this. You'll never get complacent, but it definitely feels great.
I'm not going to watch the whole thing. We going to Twitter next. You already know what I do. Look at some Twitter updates. With the hair color, it seems like this girl did it. Salon owner, influencer, beauty influencer, love God, love people. I like her. Yeah, she did do it. Yeah, we took it back to college days. Hair by me on tour. That's wild, man. Free FOMO. Free FOMO. I want to see how she look. She's not bad. Okay, Tua. Okay, Tua got her. It seems like she with Savannah Ahmed, so she cool with the players. She is. Javon. She did Javon hair before. And she locked in with the whole team. There go Austin Jackson. She did Austin Jackson here before. Who is this? Crowder? Yeah, she did Crowder before. Yeah, she just locked in with the whole Miami Dolphins scene. I'm surprised I just knew about her. It's probably like the players talking about her in the locker room, and now they all going to her. She going to the games and all that. She the one who did the cornrows on tour. She the one who did this. She the one. But hey, shout out to her, man. Shout out to her.
Tua, a health.
Right here we have
Got one more.
I mean, Ricky Williams, he said there is some hope, but not no Super Bowl hopes that we expecting with the team that we got.
No, what do you think about Tua?
And you see the same thing happening again. You're not gonna feel no type of resentment like, yeah, he need to stop. Nothing like that, man. You know, Ricky Williams, he's not saying that because he was blowing while he was playing. And y'all know what I mean when I say blowing. Y'all know. Y'all know. Breaking. Miami Dolphins have designated River Craycraft to return from IR. I'm not too sure if this is going to be a difference maker for the team. I don't know. We got Odell. We got Tyreek Hill. We got Waddle. So River Craycraft, he going to have to hope one of them boys get injured to the point where he going to get some playing time. That's pretty much it, man. So I don't think this is a huge thing for us. You know, I don't really think it is. You know, so we're gonna see. But when River Craycraft is in, like they said, he's the best blocker on the team at receiver. You know, Tyreek Hill, he did a pretty good job last game against the Cardinals. But River Craycraft, we're gonna see what he do. We're gonna see. And we just reacted to that early in the video. Reacted to Tua's interview earlier in this video. Dolphins have signed Shaquille Brown to the practice squad. Hey, this is a good signing right here. Good signing. I think the Dolphins had some interest in him coming out of the draft. I think he came from Temple. Yeah, I think it was Temple or Troy. Troy, yeah. He had good measurables coming out of Troy. He might make this team. He might get elevated. I'm not even gonna lie. He might get elevated. He put up good numbers on the RAS. Let me see. I don't know if y'all can see this right here. Right here we have Shaquille Brown RAS. He had a 9.46, so pretty good. 6'3", 30 on the bench. That's pretty impressive for a D tackle. 30 on the bench, so I do think he's gonna get some playing time. 4.92, fast ass D tackle. A good 20-yard split, good 10-yard split. So this guy got potential. So good signing by the Miami Dolphins, bringing him in. You know, we weren't able to get him coming out of the draft. You know, I did have my eye out on him. I think he was a UDFA. I don't think they drafted him. I don't think so. So keep a lookout for this guy. Keep a real good lookout. Might Daniel on Javon Holland's injury for the season. Not really concerned. It's not major. For this game, he's working to try to make himself available. That will be a process throughout the whole week. We're gonna see him like Javon Holland. He gonna have one of those years where he either gonna be wearing a cast, a neck brace, or something. You know, you gonna know that Javon Holland is injured out there. You know, but one thing about Javon Holland, he gonna play through it. He gonna play through it, so you gotta respect him for that. You gotta respect him. Miami Daniel, it was probably the best, the whole group of receivers in terms of making plays without the ball. You don't have 6 yards per carry without wide receivers blocking. I'm not even gonna lie. Tyreek Hill did his thing blocking. Tyreek Hill turned into a lineman against the Cardinals. Turned into a lineman. Shout out to my boy Chef Jew. What's good, OGDG and everyone? How y'all doing tonight? Check your posts. And I'm alive right now, even though the team dead. I'm alive. I'm alive. Good evening, Sabrina. One of my favorite Dolphin players, Ricky Williams. Definitely a GOAT. Definitely a GOAT. Maybe he want to come back, but he don't look in shape, bro. It look like he been just smoking and eating. Smoking and eating. No gym. No gym. Definitely a difference maker because we need to figure out our wide receiver number 3. You know, you could say is John Smith at this current moment or Devon A. Chain. Wide receiver number 3. It's pretty much between those two. But if River Craycraft come back and he ends up producing more than them boys, then that's it. So be it. Hopefully Odell could get going. Mike McDaniel said he's gonna get Odell more involved in the passing game, so that could be a dictation in regards to Odell Beckham actually performing and doing something out there. You know, we low-key seen the same thing last year with Claypool. When he came in, the first few games, he didn't really get too much targets. But after a few games, he got some targets. And we're going to see what level Odell could take it with our team. Miami Daniel on a 2-5 start. I've been in a 2-5 team in 2021 that went to the NFC championship game. It's about how you handle the noise. It's something you don't run from. Yeah, y'all boys getting paid each week. Y'all can't run from this. Y'all boys getting paid each week, way more than I am. Way more than I am. So them boys, they chilling. They not worried about this losing streak. They not worried. They bills paid, family taken care of, nothing, bro. On top of the problems I got going on myself and my team losing, I'm going through it right now, Miami Dolphins. I am going through it right now. Hopefully they can fix it. Might be on Zach Sealer's status this week. I won't know at all until closer to the game. He desperately wants to play in this game. He will do everything he can. Yeah, we're gonna need Zach Sealer against the Bills. If Zach Sealer doesn't play, we done. No way. We don't have no chance winning that game without Zach Sealer. No chance. We just read about River Craycraft. No copyright with that game. No copyright. Despite the retirement rumors in the summer, Teron Armstead is on pace to play the most games, 15, play the most snaps, 875, and have the highest single season grade, 91.1 in his Dolphin career. What about his Saints career? What about his Saints? It says 92.5 in 2015 with the Saints. So, hey, Teron Armstead, it seemed like I don't know, maybe he took some PEDs this offseason. Maybe, I don't know. Teron Armstead took some type of drug. Some type of drug, bro. Well, you heard everything that we said, and he said, I bet I got y'all. I bet I got y'all. But that's good. Teron Armstead is playing to this level, and we got Aaron Brewer. I just wish we signed a good guard. You know, I feel like with a good guard, our O-line wouldn't be too bad right now. Isaiah Wynn, it looked like he gonna miss this whole year as well. You know, so man, y'all let me know what happened with Isaiah Wynn, man. I don't know what's up with him. I do not know what's up with him. Aaron Brewer in his first season as a Miami Dolphin so far, 481 snaps, 0 sacks allowed, tied for first. You know, so Aaron Brewer, he was a good signing, 75.5 pass blocking grade. I was worried about this, but he's doing pretty well. Doing pretty well for a guy who's 6'6", 270, going up against big guys like on the Jaguars, who they had. They had Eric Armstead. You know, he went up against Raekwon Davis, pancaking Raekwon Davis. Raekwon Davis is like 3'7", 330, pancaking him. Even though we lost that game, Aaron Brewer, he had a good game that game against Raekwon Davis. Definitely had a good game. Most definitely. Let me see. Devon A-Chain was the 4th highest graded running back in the NFL in Week 8. Bucky Irving, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson rated higher. Condre Miller, the backup for Alvin Kamara, he got ranked 5. So his snap share is getting up and up and up. And then Williams, down and down and down. Too much anime is gonna do it to you. It's gonna do it to you. Tua Tagovailoa allowed the least pressures in the NFL in his return versus the Cardinals, only allowing two. What does this mean though? Ain't this contributing to the old line? Him not getting no pressure? But at the same time, Tua's throwing the ball so quick, bruh. It's not even funny how fast he was throwing the ball. Like you could even see him go through his reads. As soon as he get the ball, bam, throwing it. As soon as he get the ball. It's crazy, man, what Tua was doing. Crazy. Not every quarterback could do what Tua does, but that's not saying anything too crazy. It's not. You don't really want to be doing this, throwing the ball so quick. You want to be able to read the defense, read your players, and throw the ball at the right time. If you get in pressure, you could avoid the pressure and still throw the ball. That's what you really want. You don't want Tua throwing this quick all the time. You don't want that. I don't think it's conducive in regards to our offense continuously being good. If Tua like throwing it so quick to the point where he gotta throw it short each time, because if Tua throwing deep, you can low key tell Tua he caught back, boom, he steps into it, and you could know like he throwing it deep. But with the short passes, you already know what he gonna do. Bam, you already know where he going. You gotta be in the right spot at the right time for Tua. The right spot at the right time. That's why he talks about timing and everything with the receivers, and even in the press conferences. Tua said, "Oh, the O line don't even matter because I throw the ball quick." That's what Tua said. That's what your boy Tua said. Teron Armstead has quietly been one of the best offensive tackles in football this season. Shout out to Teron Armstead, man. Shout out to Teron Armstead. I don't want to see no Teron Armstead slander at all, no matter if he get hurt or not. Teron Armstead, he held it down, man. He held it down. Tyreek Hill on Instagram. Not the result we wanted, but we got better. We got better. Did y'all really? Did y'all really? If y'all got better, y'all would beat the Buffalo Bills because y'all already played them already. So this is an advantage to y'all, to be real. Definitely an advantage. But yeah, I reacted to all of these in the video earlier. So y'all gotta go back onto the live stream to the beginning to see what I said about Alec Ingold, Agba, Austin Jackson, all that. Here you got Dan Orlovsky.
Throwing it to the right spots.
And Dan, how do you think Tua looked in his return?
Fantastic. He didn't look like a guy that's been gone for about a month. Everything that Tua's game is, the anticipation, the timing, the ball placement, the throwing it to the right spots was evident. And if not for some drops, they win this game. If not for a bad snap that leads to a safety, they win this game. Credit to Arizona, but I love the fact that the ball was coming out of his hands so quickly. He was getting it to his guys in space where they can go do something with it afterwards. You saw that lightning quick release. So for the individual, the performance, you're very encouraged if you're Miami.
And Dan, how do you...
Yeah, I'm not encouraged right now, Dan. I'm not encouraged, man. Not encouraged, bro. All right, but before I end this live, I'm gonna let y'all know about the website, DG Merchandise. Y'all go get y'all merch. Property of Dolphin Gang Football. Y'all go get y'all hoodies, man. We're gonna have a special going on for Christmas and Thanksgiving, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Y'all definitely be on the lookout. Chef Drew said the running game is going to be the key to beating the clumsy Bills, fam. The clumsy Bills aren't good against the run. Definitely not. But the O-line has to execute too, and we gotta use Jalen Wright more. Using Jalen Wright more and the O-line executing, I feel like that's gonna be the key to our running game being successful. If we keep on using Devon A-Chain as to where we could cut down on the uses of the Devon A-Chain and use Jalen Wright more, I feel like that will help our running game even better. Use all three of the running backs evenly to the best of your ability, and that's going to maximize what we could do out there. That's what I think, fam, to be real. But yeah, man, y'all go check out the merch shop, DG merchandise. I have my workout shirt right now. You know, um, these are not available on the site. I took them off. I might add it on, but you got to cut it yourself if you want to make the shirts like these, like the workout version. But these are the regular hoodies with the orange around the dolphin. This is just the dolphin gang. This has the dolphin gang football alongside with it. So these are definitely key. I'm gonna probably get this black one right here. Probably gonna get this black one. Good fit. I'm gonna show y'all. These are the Laker gang ones. Laker gang ones, and it's just like that, but different color. This is the white, the purple. We got Eagles gang. We got a Ravens gang. All that. All right. A and W is our future running backs. They need to be used now. Hey, Raheem Mostert, whenever he's in, he definitely totes that rock. I'm not even gonna lie. He does look better in regards to running the ball than Devon A-Chain. Devon A-Chain, he a good runner, but Raheem Mostert, it seems like he gets it more. He has the most experience in the offense, so it makes sense as to him, running that way. But with Devon A-Chain, I'd rather see him catch the ball and do what he can do with it. Catch the ball and see what he can do with it. To be honest, I don't want Devon A-Chain being a bell cow. Last time we played Buffalo, that's what Devon A-Chain was. We abused Devon A-Chain last time we played Buffalo. Abused that boy. Buffalo versus Miami Dolphins, 2024. No, that wasn't the game. 21-14. No, that's January. Talking about recent. Look at the schedule. I think Devon A-Chain had over 20 carries that game. Yeah, 22 carries, bro. Why ain't y'all use Jalen Wright? Only 5? Raheem Mostert wasn't even in this game, man. You cannot do this to Devon A-Chain. You cannot do this to Devon A-Chain. He's too small for him to be carrying the ball 22 times. Way too small. And on top of that, he caught 7 balls as well. 7? He had the most receiving yards out of everybody. Tyreek Hill only had 3. Devon A-Chain had 7. So that's crazy right there. And Tua was in this game, but Skylar Thompson, he came in a little late. Tua played bad. 17-25, 145 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Sad. Sad right there, man. Sad. Even Tyreek Hill had to carry this game. One carry for 12 yards. Tua thought he was Lamar Jackson. He got 2 carries, 17 yards. But you get what I'm trying to say? Like, with this game, if you had give Devon A-Chain like 15 carries, 12 carries, and give Jalen Wright the rest, I think we would be better off, to be honest. Jalen Wright, he had 5 carries for 4 yards in this game, but if Jalen Wright was what he was right now back then, I feel like it would have been way better than this. I feel like each week Jalen Wright is getting the offense more. Each week. To be real, man. To be real. 3-headed monster running backs. I feel like, hey, I've been seeing some mock drafts with Ashton Genty going to the Dolphins. I don't know how you feel about that. If he falls to us in like 15, or wherever we land in the draft, I wouldn't mind drafting Genty, bro, to be honest. To be honest, man. I love Jalen Wright. I love Devon A-Chain, but Genty might be worth that first round pick. Salty Tua has to show up and show out. Hey, he definitely salty with that hair that he got on today. That boy put Clorox on in his hair. Now that boy looking like he went Super Saiyan, Dragon Ball Z. Tua went Dragon Ball Z on us. Tua went Dragon Ball Z. Crazy, man. Crazy. I like that film. Yeah, I'm telling you, Ashton Genty. I was thinking about it. I don't know. We could get Ashton Genty, probably an old lineman in the third. Get a quarterback that Mike McDaniel might like in the fourth or third. There's a lot of decent quarterbacks. Let me look. 2025 NFL Draft quarterback rankings. You're gonna look at these quarterbacks next year. Shedeur Sanders ranked number 1. Cam Ward. I wouldn't mind Cam Ward. Quinn Ewers. At his pro day, I seen Mike McDaniel looking at him closely. Mike McDaniel had some interest in regards to Quinn Ewers at the pro day. He did. He went there to watch Jatavian Sanders, if I'm not mistaken. Him, Tavondre Sweat. He watched all them boys, but I seen him looking closely at Quinn Ewers. I don't think Quinn Ewers is savior. He would come in and be the backup and compete with Tua. That's what I think of Quinn Ewers. But I wouldn't think that he'll come in and take Tua's spot. Cam Ward, I think he come in and take Tua's spot. Shedeur Sanders, probably him as well. Carson Beck, no, he'll probably be a backup. Jalen Milroe, if you're trying to switch it up and run that like Philadelphia Eagles offense, Jalen Milroe, that's the perfect option. The perfect option. Let me zoom in a little bit. What's up with all these ads, man? You can't even exit out of the ads. Come on, man. Ridiculous. But we got Garrett Nussmeier, the wannabe Joe Burrow. He will come in and compete with Tua, but I don't think he taking Tua's spot. I don't think so. Dylan Gabriel, if you want to get somebody just like Tua to back him up, this is your perfect guy right here. Your perfect guy. He throws with his left arm around the same size as Tua, about the same speed as Tua. So if you want a Dylan Gabriel, that is your guy. Dylan Gabriel is pretty much Tua. I think he's from Hawaii as well. He did. I watched the presser. You see film? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'll take Cam Ward, but I don't think we're gonna be picking that high for Cam Ward. I feel like we're gonna be in the top 10, but I don't think we're gonna be in like the top 2, top 3. I don't think we're gonna be that. Garrett Nussmeier, he probably gonna be available in the 3rd round. If you want to go with like Travis Hunter 1st round or Ashton Genty 1st round or O Lyman 1st round. Drew Allar, he's going up draft boards. He has a lot of intangibles. 6'5", 238, strong arm. He can run as well. So I do like Drew Allar. I do like him. He'll be somebody that could come in and compete with Tua, I think. Miller Moss, nah, I don't think so. Cade Kublik, I don't know. After what we've seen from Deshaun Watson, I don't trust Clemson quarterbacks. I don't trust them. Trevor Lawrence, I don't trust Clemson quarterbacks. I don't trust them. What's that dude named Boyd from way back then? I don't trust Clemson quarterbacks. I don't. Jackson Dart, I feel like he could come in and compete, but he not going. I don't think he could ever beat out Tua. Probably for the moment, but then he'll come back down to earth in the NFL. I think so. I don't think he could be like an NFL starter for too long. I feel like he's a glorified backup. Same thing with Riley Leonard, but he has a lot of intangibles that you want as well. He can run fast for a quarterback his size, 6'4", 216. Not the best of passers, but if you are confident in your coaches in developing quarterbacks, Riley Leonard, that's your guy. That's your guy. He could turn into something with the right coach. Let me see who else they got on this list. Connor Wagman. I don't think he'd come in and beat out anybody. I don't think so. These guys, Jalen Daniels, he's a runner. Not a good passer. He has to work on that. Brady Cook, he a tough guy, but I don't think he's gonna be an NFL starter. I don't think so. Noah Fifita, another guy similar to like Tua and Kyler Murray combined. That's what I think about him. Tua and Kyler Murray combined, but 5'10", 188. We seeing what Bryce Young doing. I think he could be another person just like Bryce Young. I don't think like Noah Fafita is gonna be able to work in the league at his size. I don't think so. He could, he has the best receiver in the whole nation over there with Arizona. He does. So that's probably why he's putting up the numbers that he is. Without him, I don't think he would be nothing. I don't think so. Kevin Jennings, he might convert into a different position. He might as well. Uh, Good runner. He has a decent arm, but I don't think nobody gonna take him serious at quarterback. He's probably gonna be like a glorified backup, a guy that the Baltimore Ravens will probably pick up to back up Lamar Jackson. That's what I think about him. Donovan Smith, he's a quarterback, good at tangibles, size, weight, arm strength, but it's just not clicking for him. He just makes too much mistakes. You definitely got to work with him if you feel like you're a good coach. Somebody got to work with. Kyle McCord, he was playing good. He came from Ohio State. He transferred over to Syracuse, but last game I think he threw like 5 interceptions. 5 interceptions in one game. Like he had the worst game I ever seen from a quarterback in a little while. A little while. Whenever a quarterback give you a game like that, you kind of fall down draft boards where he at right now. He was like in the top 10 earlier in this year. Top 10, but now he all the way at 19 and he going lower. Curtis Roke, I do like him. That's a guy I would work with. 6'5", 231, good arm. I feel like he could work in the NFL. Like he'll show up and be a backup and perform pretty well. DJ Uglialuawi, him, nah, bro. Nah, ain't no way anybody gonna draft him. I think he's gonna be like a UFL player, CFL. Then if he shows that he could do good in that level, then somebody in the NFL will give him a shot. Haynes King, uh, he's not the best of passers. It's good that he's a good runner, but the fact that he runs, it hides the fact that he's not the best of passers. If y'all get what I'm trying to say. So Haynes King, I don't think he's gonna come in and do anything crazy. Uh, Tylen Green, I don't think he coming out next year. I don't think so. But this is a tall quarterback, 6'6", 230. Pretty good arm. Pretty good arm. If he coming out next year, he probably gonna be like a round 2, maybe round 1. If he proves himself, I could definitely see him going there around that range. KJ Jefferson, might as well move him to O-line. Might as well move him to O-line. That's what he good for, O-line. 247. He looked like he 270. He got benched by Ja'Cory Brown, the quarterback that transferred over from UM to go to UCF. He got benched for him. So that's not a good sign for NFL teams who went to that game, that BYU versus UCF game. Not a good sign. I was watching that game last weekend. Graham Mertz, he just tore his ACL, probably gonna be a UDFA. Will Howard, he's just a product of his environment. All the good receivers, running backs they got at Ohio State, they helping them out. Garrett Green, nothing too crazy. 5'11", 201. Nobody not gonna take him serious. Not the strongest of arm either. I'd be okay with you being this size, but you gotta have the arm to match with it. Gotta have the arm. Will Rogers, you could definitely tell the difference between Washington when they had Michael Penix and him. The teams are not the same no more. They not. Preston Stone, he's nothing to go crazy over. He'll probably be a developmental piece. All these guys developmental. Tyler Van Dyke. Tyler Van Dyke, man. He used to play at UM. He was the guy over there at UM before Cam Ward came in. Tyler Van Dyke, he was playing good earlier in his career with UM. He was playing good, but he ended up falling off for some reason. He did. Chandler Rogers, nobody to go crazy over. Ty Thompson, nobody to go crazy over. Hudson Card. Matthew Sluka, that's the guy who sat out for the rest of the year to redshirt so he could transfer. I'm not even gonna lie, I like his tape. He reminds me of like a smaller Josh Allen. Okay arm, good legs to run, elusive. He'll be a good flag football player. a good flag football player. But we gonna see what he does next year. I don't know how NFL teams gonna treat him based off what he did in college now. So he might fall off of draft boards, but this is a guy that I would bring in if the Miami Dolphins do not invest in a quarterback in the whole draft. I'll bring him in just to see what he got because he could have something there. So with this guy, he'll pretty much be on the board if um let me see. He'll pretty much be on the board. I don't know, man. If he has a good pro day or something like that, he shows that he has a strong arm. He has good mobility, elusive. Yeah, I just gotta watch the tape on Matthew Sluka. Just watch the tape. I might pull it up right now. I might pull it up. We still got some time. We still got some time. Matthew Sluka highlights Holy Cross. Hold on real quick.
Than 50%, and here's what.
Let me make sure the quality good for y'all. See how he looks. He might end up getting drafted like 6th, 7th round based off what he did, but this might be a sleeper guy right here. Look at him run, just like Josh Allen. Bam! That boy out there trucking people. Good hips. Beautiful ball. Bomb right on the money. This would be a good late round pick for the Dolphins. Late round UDFA signee. That boy could move. That boy think he Lamar Jackson. But good ball over 2 defenders. Look, burning them, dusting them. Man, bro, that guy got a family, fam. Relax. Good ball. Not a bad arm, man. I like his arm. I'm not going to blame him in regards to what happened to him at UNLV. I'm not going to blame him, man. A shout out to my boy, Cap for Life, Chef Jew, DG. What's good, my boy? All love, fam. All love. Appreciate you for pulling up on me. Appreciate you, fam. Sluka. Good throw. You see, he's throwing people open. It's not like he's throwing to wide open people. He's buying time in the pocket, rolling out, scrambling. When you see a quarterback like this, you know, like you can run a lot of stuff in your offense to the point where the defense gotta respect you. Oh, he got an arm that he can throw it deep. Oh, he got legs that he could take it to the crib from anywhere on the field. I just think this is a quarterback that nobody really talking about. That's what I think. It's not. Caden Slater, he's more so of a runner. Then a quarterback, JT Daniels, he low-key fell off, was supposed to be that quarterback for USC, transferred over to Rice, and he hasn't been playing too well for them. So there's a lot of quarterbacks that I wouldn't mind picking up in the later rounds. All these guys, and nobody to really go crazy over. I might have to watch some film, though. I don't want to judge them. Tyler Slaw, I do like him. I watched that Louisville versus Miami game. I liked them in that game. Definitely did. Bob Vandergriff, I liked him coming out of high school. He was a good player to me coming out of high school, but it just seemed like he fell off. He fell off, man. So those are a few quarterbacks that I wouldn't mind the Dolphins taking a look at. Y'all keep a close eye out on these guys. Kyron Jones, that's another guy I like. Another Jalen Hurts, in my opinion. Another Jalen Hurts. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You could make an offense around him and see what we can do with it. See what we can do. But that's it for this live stream. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe for more content. Y'all go get y'all merch, DGmerchandise.com. The Dolphin hoodies, they all available. Ravens hoodies, whatever team, bro. We got y'all. We got y'all on the site. So please go check that out. Everybody who put up on me, appreciate y'all, love y'all. I'm gonna try to hop back on this live stream thing again. I'm trying to get my life together with this clothing line and all that. But once everything starts getting better for me and I can have more time to sit in front of a computer and to talk to y'all, then that's it from there. I'll be more consistent with this. But all y'all gotta do is just keep on supporting me. Keep on supporting me through thick and thin. We're gonna make it through. You're gonna make it through. Everybody got their struggles. But it's a matter. It only matters about what you do to get out of the struggle. You don't let it beat down on you. You just keep on building. Keep on building, man. But hey, like I said earlier,
it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I'm gone. Let me see. Okay, now I'm gone.
Maintain, I stay the same and maintain it. Safe to say the kid get older. Forever gang, I'm never switching over. Made a lane and niggas can't get over. I can't mess with rappers, they be bogus. Brother get the pack and keep it open. Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't focused yet, but he ain't got motion. Made a half a ticket out promotion. Shout out switch it sweet and keep me rolling. But if we get the out, we gotta smoke. Ryan around with Drake, like we OVO. I got some rats and I want smoke. Still got a pass in the hood, call it give and go. People nigga, man, bitch in the figure four. Let me fuck when I want, I just come and go. Man, these rap too deep for these skinny clothes. I might put me in him in some picture boat. Make the braid, this nigga start getting low.